is director of the current 40 Days for Life campaign. What are we here for? 40 Days for Life. Here in Melbourne, almost 10 years ago, after the breakdown of her marriage, Kathy felt God call her from a very dark place to work for him in defence of his unborn babies. In 2016, Kathy was the first person to be arrested under Victoria's so-called safe access zone laws, which prohibit pro-lifers from offering help to women within 150 metres of an abortion business. That led to a 3.5-year court battle as Kathy and another defendant went all the way to the High Court of Australia in a constitutional challenge to that unjust law. Although that challenge was unsuccessful, Kathy continues in her main pro-life work, which is writing for Family Life International on issues relating to Catholicism, family and life. And it's a wonderful privilege, Kathy, to invite you, one of the great legends, pro-life legends of our time, come and speak.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you for that glowing introduction. Before I say anything else, the first thing I'd like to do is a lot of thank yous. I, first of all, want to thank you all for coming. Thank you, Peter, for filling in for Bernie at the last minute. Bernie couldn't be with us today, unfortunately. And thank you very much, Mark, for your talk. It was very enlightening. Thank you. Thank you, Kay. So lovely to see you after a few years. And nice to meet you, everyone. And thank you for making such a big trip. And Kay's, when I saw her straight off the plane, she was like a young woman of 60, sprightly. You wouldn't think that she'd been travelling for 48 hours. Yeah, she just looked much more energetic than I did.
I'm only 35.
35? Oh well. Okay. 39 is actually pretty good. I told my kids to always say 39 for me. I also want to thank my team, Josephine and Evelyn, Evs. I don't know if you want to stand up. These two women have helped me so much to get this far. It's been an incredible level of work to get this far. And we still have 40 days to go, of course. This is only day one. But apart from them, there's also Tree and Sue who helped us to be able to move venues at the last minute. And Andrew's also been a great support, and also Peter from the very beginning has been a great support. And I especially want to thank Father Ken for making a big trip as well from Gippsland. So, you've heard about the why. Why do we do this? So 40 Days for Life is the how. And I think many of you know that we're very privileged in Melbourne that there is a very small dedicated group of pro-lifers who already pray outside the abortion mills. That's the Helpers of God's Precious Infants. And they've been working for many, many years, and very, very committed little group of people, and I never ever want to let a chance go by to thank them for the work that the helpers do. They're just amazing people. Some of them are here today. A friend, Jo, and I actually were sitting in her car in July outside the abortion mill, and it's quite legal to pray in your car, by the way. So we were praying, and I was just looking at the horrible building. I'm sure you're all familiar with it, on Wellington Parade. Looking there, wondering how many demons inhabit that place, and thinking, when is this place going to shut? Why isn't it shut yet? What more can we do? And I was a little discouraged, I must admit, when I went home. And I thought, look, there's already so many people doing so much here. What more can we do? And then I just happened to get an email from 40 Days for Life HQ. And of course it went out to 40,000 people, but anyway, I opened this one and it said, applications being taken for 40 Days for Life. And we have had 40 Days for Life campaigns in the past, and Trudy, who many of you know, who's here, ran those really quite successfully. But then with COVID and so on, things kind of petered out. And I thought, well, that's it, that's the thing to do. That's the thing we have to do. Let's give it a go. Let's just give it a go. So that's what I did. I decided to give it a go, and I think once I started looking into it, I was familiar with 40 Days for Life, but I didn't really realise exactly how successful these campaigns are worldwide. So the statistics are something like 20,000 babies saved due to the efforts of 40 Days for Life. Yeah. 300 abortion workers have left due to the efforts of 40 Days for Life. And more than 1,000 abortion businesses have closed throughout the world due to the efforts of 40 Days for Life. So the track record is there, and the key is, there's a few keys. Fasting is a really big key to add to our prayers. The public side of it is really important because of the great sacrifice that takes. And I don't need to tell any of you, how much sacrifice is involved in going out on the footpath in rain, hail or shine. And the commitment and following through on the commitment, that great sacrifice really pays off with these wonderful blessings that we sometimes see. We don't know if that's what God has in plan for us at this particular abortion business, at this particular time. He may well do that. It may not be something that we see, but as Kay said, none of our efforts go to waste. There will be some effort. And even though it's the case, think about what it's like in Melbourne. We have exclusion zones now. We can't go right outside any abortion business without being arrested. We certainly can't publicly go outside an abortion business and protest or witness or pray. But still, in God's providence, the place where the helpers move, the 150-metre mark, is right outside Jollyman Station. It has huge exposure with thousands and thousands of cars going past every day. So many people see the helpers standing there, or anyone else who stands there and prays to end abortion. The exclusion zone mark on the footpath is actually a great bonus. So the council put that there at the police's request to kind of let us know that we can't go over the line. But it actually shows everybody that this, what we're doing there. I think they can guess by seeing that there's something happening there, even if they don't know exactly what we're doing there. But they can guess it's something to do with the law, with abortion down the road. So that's something God took care of, and some friends of mine were praying there one day after the exclusion zones went through, and a young girl came up with a little baby. She was with a group of friends, and she said, "Hey, you don't know me, but I've walked up and down here on my way to school for years, and I've always seen you praying to end abortion. When I got pregnant, when I was 17, my parents told me that they were going to throw me out unless I had an abortion." She said, "But because I'd seen you here, I didn't have the abortion, and this is the baby. This is the little baby." So those people were part of the Helpers of God's Precious Infants. They had no idea about this girl. They might have waved at her over the years. They didn't know her name. They didn't know that she had seen them. But here was this little baby that was living proof of them being there and that their witness had helped. And so things like that happen all the time. It might be someone in the tram or the bus or walking past. They might even have scoffed at the helpers or at the 40 Days for Life pro-lifers. But somehow you've made an impact, and that's what's going to happen over the next 40 days. So many of you in this room have signed up, and I'm very grateful to you, and thank you so much for your commitment. If you haven't signed up, there'll be an opportunity afterwards and you look for someone with a clipboard, someone who looks official or wearing one of these pins, and we'll be able to sign you up. You can either nominate some hours on the spot, or we can take the details and we can sort out the exact days and hours later. Anyone who can't be present at the footpath, please do pray and fast from home or in the church, maybe get together with a group. This is something that we all have to do together, and obviously fasting is just whatever you can manage. Maybe it's social media, maybe it's alcohol, maybe you want to do the bread and water sometime, or just give up something that you're attached to and to make your prayers more efficacious. And also just be thinking about abortion, be thinking about it. I guarantee that some of you in this room will be approached by someone at some time, at some opportunity will come up, a family member, a friend, that you'll have a chance over the next 40 days to say something to someone. Just be ready. Just share with them. Just let them know it's okay to have babies. It's okay to be a parent these days. Give them some hope about the future, about family life. Tell them it doesn't matter if they can't work anymore. Maybe now they can have a family. I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe if someone has had an abortion you didn't know, and you might be the first person that they're going to tell. So just be there, have an open ear and an open heart, and I guarantee that something will come up and you'll be able to somehow spread the pro-life message. So again, thanks to Sue. Thank you all for coming along today. Peter, did you have a question? Yes?
I've been listening for a long time. Just one, because you were talking with Kathy, Kathy, thanks to Trudy and Yashi for one the previous 40 Days of Love campaigns.
Yes?
I think that Trudy would be grateful if you included Fon's sense.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that. Yes, Fon's did a wonderful job.
South in Gippsland.
Yeah.
It's not so mobile now, but I think we give credit to Fon's who work closely with Trudy.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Thank you, Peter. Fons isn't here today. Maybe you'll see the video. We might send the video to him. But Fons and Trudy were a great team, and they put on 10 40 Days for Life campaigns, and some with two in some years, which is a really stellar effort.
So most years, it was every year there were two.
Every year, too.
Every year
Wow.
there was two.
Wow. Yeah, that's incredible. So thank you to Fons, and God bless him. And God bless you, Trudy, too. So thank you again. I'll leave you and hopefully meet some of you afterwards and look for anyone with a badge.